Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do, and welcome back to All the Gold Podcast. I am your host, one half of All the Gold Podcast. I'm your host, Derek J. Listen, man, I know you guys see me with the glasses on tonight. Had to get them out, man, because vision getting bad. But nah, all seriousness, man, it's good to be back doing Dynamite. It's been a while. I feel like it's been a while since I did Dynamite. Actually, been what, about 3 weeks now since we had Dynamite. We had the two specials that was 4 hours plus the Grand Slam Mexico, but hey, we're back right now, right? We're back in full effect. This week's Dynamite comes live from Seattle, Washington. Show kicks off. It was a strange little segment. Mercedes Moné attacks Toni Storm, and she calls her a stupid bitch. That's what she called her, a stupid bitch. Mina Shirakawa makes the save, and then they squabble for a little bit. And after that, Mercedes said, let the games begin. So I'm jumping right into it. She said, let the games begin. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Why is the games beginning 2 or 3 weeks before the pay-per-view? You had a whole month to build this up, and now you're talking about let the games begin? Like, this made no sense to me, right? Made no sense to me. I maybe I'm overselling it, whatever. It just didn't make sense to me, right? I'm like, why are the games beginning right now? You know what I'm saying? It just made no sense to me. The buildup for this has been piss poor. They could have capitalized on this plenty of times, but they basically been stumbling on what they wanted to do. They haven't been hitting the mark on this. I mean, 1 week she came out, if I remember, I did watch them even though I had to record them. I think 1 week she came out, she was eating the steak ringside. The weird interaction they had when they first encountered each other, when they was sniffing each other. I'm like, bro, I'm like so over this, man. And I Toni Storm has been, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think Toni Storm has been excellent for the AEW women's division as the champion. But Mercedes, I'm not feeling it, man. I'm really not feeling it. If she wins another belt, I am so done with that, with AEW, if she wins that belt from Toni Storm, because it just doesn't make sense to put her with all these straps. And it's going to make her look bad in the long run if she loses these straps. She started losing them one by one. Because how, what are you doing if you losing the titles that quickly? Or I don't know. I'm just going to move on from that. I'm not even going to touch on that real quick. Shit was just weird. All right, so the Young Bucks came out directly right after that segment. They came on their Titantron, and they say they bumped up Swerve and Ospreay's tag match from the second hour to now. And at first, I didn't catch it, right? Did not catch it. And I'm looking like, damn, what's going on? I heard Ospreay's music playing while I'm writing my notes. And Will Ospreay music hits, and then it was like 45 seconds before he came out. And then I saw him coming out. He wasn't prepared. So I had to rewind it back a little bit. I was like, oh, shit. They said that, they moved his match from the second hour to the first hour. So that's why it looked like he wasn't prepared. He was coming down to the ring. I think Swerve did the same thing. He was like fixing his gear, coming to the ring. And it was just weird, man. It was just a weird little thing. I know they're trying to try something new, but that whole segment was weird. But anyway, first match of the night was Swerve and Ospreay versus Blake Christian and Lee Johnson. This was a good back and forth match. I mean, not back and forth, but it was a good match, period. Nothing really to, jump out of your seat and be like, oh my God. But they did some good moves. Here's my thing, man. I just want to touch on this. Maybe you guys feel the same way I feel. If not, that's fine. It's cool. Not saying that you have to. But does these matches in AEW seem a lot choreographed? It just seems like they're just counting numbers as they go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me stop tripping. Anyway, great back and forth action from both teams. Not taking nothing away from them. They did a lot of reversals. Swerve and Ospreay starts to get the upper hand. Then Nick and Matt Jackson's music hits, cause a distraction. So the Young Bucks music plays, and I was like, oh, here we go, another interruption angle. But then they, just distracted him for a little while. Blake Christian hits a nice dive through the ropes. He took out Swerve. It was like I can't even describe it, man. It was like a roll, like he dived through the ropes and hit a cutter at the same time. It was crazy, man. But anyway, Blake Christian, it was pretty cool. It was like he rolled backwards or something. I don't know, but it was a sweet move. Um, it was a pitcher in pitcher commercial break. Blake Christian hits a nice 450 splash to Ospreay. That was a really nice 450 splash. Swerve tagged in, takes on Lee Johnson and Blake Christian by himself. Ospreay hits a nice hidden blade. Swerve hits the house call to Blake Christian for the win. Swerve declares a tag match for All in Texas against the Young Bucks. Ospreay ups the ante and said that it will be for the title of EVPs. Basically they're saying they're just putting the title on the line. The EVPs, Nick and Matt Jackson put the titles on the line, their EVP titles on the line for All In, just to up the ante a little bit. So hopefully something good comes out of the storyline. Yeah, I'm just so tired of the power angle right now. I think they didn't hit it like, if they was going to play a power angle, it should have been something better what they're doing now. It just seems like their power struggle has been all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as one minute they beefing with Kenny Omega, another thing they beefing with Will Ospreay. They just jumped Hangman Page at the end of the match tonight, choked him out with a chain, hit the EVP trigger on him. So I'm like, it just seemed like they're just stretching it out. You know what I'm saying? Their storyline out all over the place. Let's see. Let's move on from there. So they hit a nice they did a nice video package with Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, showing their history and how they used to be a tag team in Japan. And they played that package. It was pretty cool to see that. The Young Bucks were backstage, said they are suspending Swerve for 1 week without pay. Kazuchika Okada walks up and says to them to chill out, let him handle it. He says the Callis family walks in on the Bucks, said to RPG Vice's Trent Beretta to take out Kota Ibushi. Konosuke Takeshita walks up, and him and Okada had a brief stare down, and then they started talking to each other, and he said, Takeshita said to Okada, this is only temporary, and he gave him a stare down, and then he walks off. To me, right now, this looks like maybe a Konosuke Takeshita's maybe a face turn from him. I think that it's probably well overdue because he was a face when he first came into AEW, and then he converted over by joining the Callis family. Now he's a heel, but with Callis basically bringing in Okada into the Don Callis family as an honorary member. I don't know if he's an honorary member or maybe just a full-fledged member, but yeah, I think Takesha's like, look, man, you think you ain't gonna come in here and then take over my shit? So it's either they're gonna have a battle and they air it out, or maybe Konosuke Takeshita. I keep getting his damn name tongue tied, but Konosuke Takeshita probably turns face. So we'll see. Next match up. Let me see, because this is the second match right here. And I actually think I actually do have this file because AEW, how AEW is. They're so late to give out their pictures right after their match. But yeah, man, we have the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi versus Trent Beretta. This is a good match. It was hard hitting. It was fast strikes. Beretta hits a nice Gotch style driver to Ibushi, and he barely kicked out. Kota Ibushi looked like he was dazed a little bit after that too. Don't know if he probably just hit his head a little bit hard, but yeah, he just seemed a little dazed after that. But he did kick out. Kota Ibushi hit a double stump to Trent Beretta in the middle of the ring, and then he hit him with a nice high knee. I mean, a real nice high knee, and took out Trent Beretta. And then he hit him with his finisher, and they won. Okada music does play. He comes down to the ring, and then him and Kota Ibushi had a stare down, so they tease in the match. And I actually think that this match was basically set in stone by Tony Khan later for next week. So on next week's Dynamite, I think we will see Kota Ibushi versus Kazuchika Okada. I don't know if it's going to be for the Continental title, but it's going to be them two one-on-one next week. I think overall this match is pretty cool. Like I said, it was a hard-hitting match, and both competitors really they showed out this match. I like Trent Beretta. I like Trent Beretta when he was in WWE. I thought he was a good tag team specialist. But I would say this, man, I do miss Trent Beretta with the Best Friends. I thought they broke that up too early, man. Him, Orange Cassidy, and what was the other one? The one with the mom. Used to have the mom with the van. You know what I'm talking about. If you know his name, leave his name in the comments below. I had to drink my potion. John Moxley cuts a promo. And John Moxley cuts a promo on Hangman Adam Page, said he will seize the moment, and says Page makes him sick. Says to Page that he's not what the people think he is. He says on July 12th, he kept saying July 12th and saying some all kinds of crazy shit, talking about he's going to hit him in the head. And basically, man, you talking about attempted murder, sir. What you was describing, sir. Choking him out, attempted murder, whatever. So anyway, says on July 12th, he's going to show everyone what a world champion is, and for Hangman to find another job. Now, sir, you have had this belt in hiding since October of last year. Let's count that. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Basically going on almost 9 months. You've been this belt hasn't been seen on TV for 9 months, and you got the nerve to sit up here and tell us what a world champion is. Sir, have all the seats. Please have all the seats. I don't know what you think, you're trying to portray. I don't get it. If I was Tony Khan, I would like my most prized possession to be shown on TV. That is my World Heavyweight Championship. This is what makes people draw to your brand. This is the staple of your brand, your world title, and has not been seen on TV for, let's say, 9 months. And you talking about in this promo, Moxley, you're talking in this promo that you want everyone to see what a world champion is. Man, have all the seats, sir. Have all the seats. Because that is ridiculous. I mean, you basically holding the belt hostage. You've been holding the belt hostage for 9 months. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating the fact that when you look at AEW, only thing you see is the TNT Championship, the International Championship, the Continental Championship, the AEW Tag Team Championships, and you barely see the damn Trios Championships right now. But your main title is the World Heavyweight Championship of AEW. You do not see that on TV. And you're going to tell everybody in this sick-ass promo that you just put out that you want to show the world what a world champion is. Man, sit your ass down, man. Let's move on, yo. Ricochet was backstage, and he's with Renee Paquette. AR Fox asked, Ricochet asked AR Fox to join him on his quest to build his crew. And before AR Fox said something to him, Ricochet was like, "Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it." Hey, AR Fox didn't even have a chance to respond to him. So he looked at him like, "Yo, what the hell? Like, what are we doing?" So anyway, he came out to the ring with him. But anyway, I think that this was the best promo Ricochet has done that I've seen ever, because it was just funny to me. I just thought it was funny. And I'm going to say this too about Ricochet. That t-shirt that he had, I might have to go get that, yo. I like that t-shirt he had, yo. This I think it's like a anime style version of him with his jacket on flowing. I thought that was pretty cool. And he had I think he got a Ricochet hat. So I might have to cop that too. Even though Ricochet, everybody know how I feel about Ricochet. I do like Ricochet though. I'm not gonna lie. I love his in-ring skills, but I just can't stand Ricochet on the mic. But this promo right here was funny as hell. So big respect to Ricochet for this one. I do give you credit for this one, sir. That was pretty damn funny. Ricochet and AR Fox was next. Let's see. Ricochet and AR Fox. Do I have that? I think I don't. But anyway, they didn't put this on. But anyway, Ricochet versus AR Fox was up next. And they was going against the new team of Jet Speed. And that Jet Speed consists of Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey. This is I like this tag team, man. I like this tag team. I really do. I really like Kevin the Jet Knight, excuse me, and I like Speedball Mike Bailey. I was a fan of Mike Bailey in TNA. So, yeah, man, I really like this team. But anyway, AR Fox hits a nice stump to over the ropes. Like he did. He grabbed the second rope, flipped over the top rope, and did a stump onto the apron onto, I think it was, was it Kevin Knight? Yeah, it was Kevin Knight he stumped on. Then he flipped off the apron and hit Speedball Mike Bailey on the outside with a front flip. So that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool spot from him. Bailey and Knight hit a double dive over the ropes, taking out Ricochet and Fox. Hit a commercial break. Fox hits a nice mid-rope Spanish fly. I thought that was pretty cool. AR Fox, basically, he's one of them guys who's just a hand on AEW. Like he's like a working hand on AEW, but he needs more credit than what he gets, man, because AR Fox really be putting on the show every time he go out. And if you don't know AR Fox on the independent scene, he was pretty damn good. When he gets to AEW, he's just like a hand on AEW, like enhancement talent. But I'm going to tell you this, man. I like AR Fox. There was some cases he did when he first came on AEW. He was looking homeless, man. But tonight he had he looked cleaned up a little bit. So, yeah, man, get that man Fox some credit. Let's see. So yeah, he hits a nice mid rope Spanish fly. Ricochet, he goes for the tag to Ricochet, right? He goes to tag Ricochet. Ricochet looks at him like he didn't want to get in the ring. So I'm like, yo, Ricochet, come on, man. You talking about building the crew and you're gonna turn your back on this man? So anyway, he jumps off the apron, start walking up the ramp, looking at Fox get his ass kicked. And then Kevin Knight hits the UFO for the win. Kevin Knight reminds me a lot of Montez Ford. If Montez Ford was a singles competitor, but him and Montez got similar movesets as far as that big high frog splash they do. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed this match. This is a pretty damn decent match right here. Pretty good promo at the beginning match from Ricochet. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. This is a good segment for Ricochet. Best one I've seen in a long time. Well, we're going to move right along. Afterwards, directly afterwards, Tony Schiavone is on top of the stage, right? On top of the ramp. And as he was on top of the ramp, let me remove this. When he was on top of the ramp, Tony Schiavone was interviewing, Jet Speed, right? And Mike Bailey hit an old Spider-Man promo. He was like, with great power comes great responsibility. I said, okay, Peter Parker, we got something going on right there. You know what I mean? So he hits that. And then Knight started singing MVP's WWE theme song, a part of it, right? And then that's when the Hurt Syndicate started to attack them. Beat the hell out of them, put them through a table on stage, stacked them on top of each other. So that was pretty cool to see right there. Not saying it's cool to see them get their ass beat, but basically it was good to see that the Hurt Syndicate came out, saying took care of business. I like the way how the Hurt Syndicate is being portrayed on AEW right now. I take them serious as a serious tag team threat. Looks like they might have the belts for a while. I don't see nobody build up to beat them right now. Unless FTR gets back into the title picture, or maybe you get like a team of you need a credible tag team to go. I think FTR might be the next best thing next to the Young Bucks in AEW. Those are the three. Technically, those are the three top tag teams in the division right now. I think in AEW, if I'm not mistaken. Well, the Acclaim could have been, but they broke the Acclaim up, so I don't know what the hell they was doing with that. That was a dumb move from them to break up the Acclaim. After all that fire they was having with them, and then they broke the Acclaim up, I don't understand that. Who else was a good tag team in AEW before they broke them up? God, I can't think. I know the Acclaimed, the Young Bucks. I don't know, man, but yeah, it seems like their tag team division is struggling too, just like WWE's. But anyway, Hurt Syndicate. MVP cuts a promo, says that someone please step up and challenge the tag team champions. Basically what I was just saying earlier. Just step up and challenge the damn tag team champions. He said he would give Jet Speed a title shot, but he don't know if they can make it to All In Texas. They can't even get up the walk. So that's out the picture, I guess. MVP says that he's going to enter, not MVP, but excuse me, MJF grabs the mic, said he's going to enter the qualifier match for the Casino Gauntlet match for the All In Texas, I believe. I think it was the Casino Gauntlet match. Yeah. Mark Briscoe music hits. And he says the producer, Mikey, said, Chicken Man, I'm going to play your music right now because they take it too long in the ring. And I thought that was funny, right? He called him Chicken Man. So, and I know the reference because he's from Delaware. So they're famous for their chicken or whatever. They chicken farmers out in Delaware and on the Eastern Shore of Maryland and Delaware, period. But listen, So Mark Briscoe was cutting the promo. He said that the producer said, "Chicken Man about to play your music." Um, what else happened? Let me see. He says that. Let me see what he said. MJF tells him to go back to his ranch in Delaware and pick up their chicken shit. You blue collar bitch. That's what MJF said, right? So I'm sitting over here and I'm cracking up because I'm trying to write this down. I'm cracking up. And then Mark Briscoe says, he knows that this hurt comes from a deep place. You know what I'm saying? Because you've been hurt as a child. You say you've been bullied as a child. So you know it's coming from a deep place and you're overcompensating for something. And then he says, you know, he said you're teaming up with the Hurt Syndicate because you're hiding that you have a kosher pickle or something like that. Kosher pickle. It was something like that to that caliber. The crowd started chanting, so I'm just cracking up because it was so damn funny. I'm trying to write and laughing at the same time. And the crowd was just yelling, they was just chanting kosher pickle. And Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, the camera had to pan away from them because them two mofos was sitting in the ring laughing. Like they was cracking up. If you go back and watch it, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin had to turn their heads because they was laughing at this. So that was a funny segment, yo. I really like that segment. That segment was funny. Mark Briscoe delivered on that segment. MJF delivered in the segment too. But it was pretty cool to see. Let's see. We do have a match up next, and that match was the Casino Gauntlet qualifier 4-way match. Konosuke Takeshita, Roderick Strong from the what's it called, the Paradigm or whatever the hell that group is called. They keep changing their damn name. They was the Undisputed Era, and then now they're the Paradigm or some shit like that. Paraguay or something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, Mark Briscoe was in the ring, and the Ring of Honor World Champion Bandito was in the qualifier match for the Casino Gauntlet qualifier. All four men started the brawl. Strong and Briscoe was in the ring. Bandito and Takeshita goes on the outside. Briscoe does a baseball kick, knocking down Takeshita, and hits a blockbuster to Bandito on the outside, taking him out. Briscoe was back in the ring. Strong throws him over the ropes, and Strong hits his own baseball slide and kicks Mark Briscoe down right in front of the fans on the barricade. Let's see. It was a commercial break after that. Pitcher and pitcher. Strong and Briscoe was back in the ring right after the commercial break. Briscoe hits this high pitch scream like like that. You can hear it. This shit was funny, but and then he was doing that that redneck kung fu, and he got clobbered by Bandito. I think it was Bandito or was it Takeshita? Anyway, one of them broke it up. I think it was Bandito. And let me see. Bandito hit Strong with a cutter. He goes to the top rope and gets pushed on the outside by Takeshita. Briscoe then pushes Takeshita off the ring post and hits a froggy bow, but he missed. Roderick Strong tried to go for the crucifix pin, but he didn't hook it in all the way, and then Briscoe breaks the count. Then Takeshita hits a nice double German suplex to Bandito and Briscoe. That was pretty damn sweet because, like I said this a couple of Dynamites back. I said that Takeshita and Will Ospreay, that match was great, and I know Takeshita can go in the ring. That's you know what, Konosuke Takeshita is my guy in AEW. I don't give a damn nobody. That's my guy right there, yo. He's pretty damn good. Takeshita hits a nice German suplex on Bandito and Briscoe, excuse me. Briscoe hits a froggy bow to Roderick Strong when it's all said and done for the win. So overall, like I said, this match was great. A great showcase from all four men. I didn't know that Mark Briscoe was going to win this one. I thought this was just maybe a comedy bit between him and MJF. That was about it. I thought Takeshita was going to win this one, actually. I knew Roderick wasn't going to do anything. Bandito already has the Ring of Honor World Championship. I thought Takeshita really was going to win this one because they hyped up something between him and Okada earlier, and maybe I thought maybe him and Okada might be in the. I don't know, but I was surprised that Mark Briscoe won. Some of you might not agree with me. Somebody might disagree with me, but hey, man, big ups to all four men. They really put on the show. So every single man in this match did justice in this match. Adam Cole gives an open challenge to any member of the Don Callis family tomorrow on Collision for the TNT Championship. He basically doing an open challenge. Anybody in the Don Callis family can get it. Basically, he said, if you want some, come get some, basically. Next up was the Women's Casino Gauntlet Battle Royal match, the qualifier. It was Kris Statlander, Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena, who's holding that championship. I think it's over 1,000-something days right now. I'm not sure the exact number, but they said she's the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion in history. So that's including men and women. So big ups to Athena for that. Willow Nightingale and Thunder Rosa, former AEW champion Thunder Rosa. Let's see. So start off the match. Athena hits Willow and hides behind Kris Statlander. Kris Statlander pushes her into Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa knocks her ass out the ring. Willow does a senton off the apron into Athena. Willow then hits a superplex tower right before the commercial break. Like basically she stood under Kris Statlander and Thunder Rosa while Athena was at the top and she slammed all three ladies down to the ground. That was pretty cool feat right there to see from Willow Nightingale. My only gripe with Willow Nightingale, man, matter of fact, I'll save that for later. I don't have no gripe, not yet. So yeah, she hit the superplex right before the commercial break. The win was brawling right after the break. Thunder Rosa gets a superplex off the steel steps. Another interference angle. Marina Shafir and punk ass Wheeler Yuta comes down to the ring. First of all, Shafir doesn't even try to get onto Willow Nightingale. It's basically Wheeler Yuta going to try to attack Willow Nightingale. Like, come on, dude. Really? You're a guy attacking a female? Okay, whatever. Anyway, he tries to attack Willow Nightingale. She hits a damn pounce move on him and takes his ass out, clean out. That makes him look weak in the long run. Anyway, so Willow Nightingale takes out Wheeler Yuta and Kris Statlander counters. I'm gonna say counter. She took advantage of it and hits the Tombstone Pile Driver onto Willow Nightingale for the win. Like I said, man, I'm just so damn tired of interference angles, man. Like every wrestling match does not need a damn interference angle, man. It does not. That's just me, man. I'm just like, damn, y'all burning people out with the interference angles. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just being grumpy right now, grumpy old man, but whatever. I don't think that they should do interference angle for every match. That includes WWE too as well. Now, getting back to Willow Nightingale, my biggest gripe with Willow Nightingale is, can you please, I love her theme music, don't get me wrong, but that shit sounds like something from the Arsenio Hall show, yo. I swear, it's like some 80s late night talk show music. I swear, yo. It's funny. Don't get me wrong. I love Willow Nightingale. I think she's hilarious. I think she's funny. I think she's good in the ring. I wish she was in WWE, my opinion. But yeah, man, that damn Arsenio Hall music be killing me, yo. I'd laugh every time. Every time I see it, I laugh, yo. Every time I hear it, I laugh too. So let's move on, yo. Backstage. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't have a picture for that one. I'm sorry, guys. Shit, did I? Let me see how bad I am. I'm terrible. I am terrible. I did have a picture between them. Willow Nightingale, Athena, Thunder Rosa, and Kris Statlander. Oh, God. Y'all got to shoot me, man. Bad engineer over here, yeah. But like I said, with this match, I'm just going to touch on it one more time before I go on the next one. Athena, great job. She showcased, showing why I don't even know why she's on Ring of Honor. I think she should be on the main roster of AEW, fighting on Dynamite, maybe inside the world title picture. I think Athena is good in the ring, period. She got the Ring of Honor title. That's fine. It's cool. Whatever. Willow Nightingale, I just talked about her. That's my girl. I'm just messing with her theme music. Thunder Rosa, hell of a competitor. Kris Statlander. These four ladies, man. I love these four ladies right here, man. They're real good, man. Straight up, yo. Straight up. Nothing but respect for them. Let's move on, man. Backstage, what was it? Renee Paquette? Oh, backstage, Renee Paquette was with FTR, and they was backstage with Stokely, and basically says Stokely Hathaway, excuse me, and says that they want to clear the air tomorrow night on Collision with a conversation with the Outrunners. Basically saying that, they was boys at first. They was the two teams, helping each other out. But I think the Outrunners did something on Collision last week that, kind of, I think they interfered in FTR's match. Not sure exactly what happened there, but because I didn't watch it. But it said that they're going to clear the air up between the Outrunners and FTR. So we'll see. Tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. I'm not even going to get into it right now. Hangman Adam Page versus the Beast Mortos. I do have that. I do have that. Give me a second. Yeah, man. Let me see if it plays. Uh-oh. Hold on. Don't kill me, guys. Yeah, here we go. So Hangman Adam Page versus the Beast Mortals for the Dynamite main event. Pretty damn funny that the Beast Mortals basically was welcomed back into CMLL. He's on the main event of Dynamite this week. Got new ring gear, got a white mask this time with white gear. I guess when you date up, you get blessed, I guess, Mercedes Moné. I think that's rumored that the Beast Mortals and Mercedes Moné are now dating. So yeah, man. I'm not trying to start no conspiracy theories, but seems pretty strange, don't it? Seems pretty damn strange, don't it? But anyway, I'm just messing around. They was running lariats in the corner. I thought that was pretty choreographed and stupid. It was hard hitting. I mean, it was really a hard hitting match. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna take that from them. Hard hitting match. Went to the commercial break. The Beast Mortals hit another headbutt, thunderous headbutt actually, and Page hit a lariat. Hangman misses the moonsault to the outside. Mortos hits a spinning torpedo suicida. Man, that was so good. That was so good. I will give him that. Now, he went a little sideways, right? He went a little sideways. But if he would have hit that shit like a psycho crusher, if he would have hit it like Bison and hit it like a psycho crusher to the outside, I would have threw my hat down. Yo. I'm waiting for somebody. You know what I'm waiting for somebody to do in wrestling, period. It don't have to be WWE. It don't have to be AEW. Somebody, period. My finishing move, if I was coming up with a finishing move, would be the Psycho Crusher. I will throw you to the ropes, let you run the opposite way. I run the opposite way, and I'll hit you with a Psycho Crusher, spinning straight to your chest. Boom. That's just me. I always dreamed of somebody hitting that move in the ring. Don't know why. I just love the Psycho Crusher so much. One of my favorite video game moves, fighting game moves of all time. Anyway, enough about me. Enough about me and my small dreams. Anyway. Yeah, so hits a nice spinning torpe suicida to the outside. I thought that was beautiful. I'm not gonna take that from him. I thought that was really beautiful. Page then reverses the pile driver. No, excuse me. Mortos reverses the pile driver onto Page and hits pin. Page breaks the count. Excuse me. Page then hits a lariat, knocking him down. Gets to the outside of the ropes and hits the buckshot lariat for the win to the Beast Mortals. Beats him with a buckshot lariat. This match was hard hitting. I really did like this match. Only part I didn't like was the choreograph. Lariats in the corner. I thought that was pretty cheesy right there. But rather than that, I thought this was a great match. Two big powerhouses wrestling, and can't say no much about it. But anyway, let's get to the last part of this match, right? Last part of the match. The lights goes out. And it went out for like a good 20, 25 seconds. I thought like something maybe had technical difficulties. I don't know what the hell was going on. But the Young Bucks was shown in the ring. They hit a V trigger to Page. Death Riders comes out down to the ring. Moxley pulled out a bike chain or whatever the hell that was. Like the shit that you wrap up grocery carts with at Walmart. They started choking that Hangman Page. It took somebody a while to come out to the ring, but the Ops finally came out. Ops tried to get in the ring. But let's see, the Young Bucks and the Death Riders held them off. And then all of a sudden, Ospreay flies down to the ring. Everybody scattered like little roaches. And when you turn on the light, roaches scatter all over the place. You got to get that Raid spray and spray them. I'll see the commercials. I don't have them. Anyway, listen. They go in the crowd, escapes through the crowd. And then John Moxley hits this weak promo. And he yells to the camera, I'll show the world on July 12th what a world champion looks like. And look, I just been on this whole rant about you basically holding the AEW world title hostage. Sir, please. I wouldn't even call yourself world champion. You're just basically holding shit hostage. To me, I think he hasn't done anything for that championship since he won that belt from Bryan Danielson. when he beat Brian. I can't remember what pay-per-view it was he beat him at. Oh God, I can't. It's not off the top of my head, but I know when he won that belt, he beat Daniel Bryanson for it. Now, since Daniel Bryanson has been out, he has not done anything with the AEW World Championship of significance. So, with that being said, sir, have all the damn seats. Period. Because you have not done anything for that championship. You are not lifting that company up like you should as the world champion. A lot of people might disagree with me, and that's okay. But I'm just saying how I feel. I want nobody jumping on me talking, oh, Jon Moxley, he's a fighter, man. Jon Moxley fights for the people. Man, come on. I understand that. If that's your guy, that's fine. That's not my guy. My opinion, not your opinion. If it's cool, it's okay to agree to disagree, but to me, he's not doing jack shit with the AEW championship. So anyway, guys, this has been great. And I was not going to come on tonight and do Dynamite, but I was like, you know what? I got to get it out. We got SmackDown this Friday live. We're going to go live SmackDown Friday. It's been crazy because, like I said, my boy Coop has been out for the last 2 days, so I'm just been carrying it by myself. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna see where we at right now, subscriber wise. Give y'all an update on that. Let's see. Oh boy, my allergies are kicking my ass. Right now we're at 1,341 subscribers. So we thank you all. Thank you all for tuning in. We thank you all for liking. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please hit that like button because this helps us out in the long run. It helps the algorithm out. It helps us out, getting viewership numbers up. It helps us getting out our videos to everybody in YouTube world. We do appreciate it, guys. Listen, like I said, Friday we're going live for SmackDown, and I think SmackDown is going to be in Saudi. Yeah, they'll be in Saudi, right? Yeah, Saudi. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. Night of Champions was like I think its start time is at 1:00 on Saturday. We will be reviewing that live. Yeah, man. And then Monday night we'll be back live too. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week will be live. So, guys, thank you once again. It's been great being on here with you guys. This is the Dynamite review. It's been a while since we did the Dynamite review, but we're back. I would say this about this Dynamite review, though. This Dynamite did nothing to build All in Texas. It did nothing to build All in Texas. Maybe the last segment did with Hangman, but rather than that, I didn't feel anything build up with All in Texas. So that's just my opinion. If you take it wrong, whatever. Anyway, love you guys. I'm Derek J. I'll see you guys Friday night. Till then, peace.